have it, guys. So on the advice from the farm champ here in Northam, we're halfway up a Marula tree on a nice wooden deck, overlooking a beautiful valley here, in the bush again.
Yeah, it's lekker.
So
It's a nice view from up here, and hopefully it still holds.
always a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, Makayskraal.
Oh, you know the farm well.
Yeah, Makayskraal. Yeah, just outside Northam.
One of your neighbors. So
One of our neighbours.
yeah, we're always discussing hunts and as a whole, you know, this story and that story and shooting kudu and buffalo and lion but any out of the ordinary hunts that you can that comes to mind that you guys can maybe.
Well, I
Hey,
think I have
Keaton?
one of the weirdest stories of hunting. A friend of mine has a cattle farm, and one of his big bulls broke a line one day, and he just disappeared for 2 or 3 months. And one day he called me, listen, we found him. He's in a separate camp. We don't know where he is. Well, one of our workers saw him. I was with my brother-in-law and his father, and I looked at him like, you just bought a bow. Just a weird idea. Don't you want to go shoot an 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗹𝗲𝗀 with a bow?
That was in Guni.
It was a good, like,
Yeah.
like a
cow.
a cow,
A
big
bull.
bull, big bull.
Yeah.
And the thought just popped into my head, and no one. I mean, you have heard a lot of stories about big buffalo and everything, but never an 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗃𝗀𝗃 shot with a bow.
With a bow, yeah.
And I mean, leaving an 𝗥𝗶𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗃 for 2-3 months is a recipe for disaster. That it gets wild. There's no more domesticating that animal again.
It's a wild animal.
It's now a wild animal. It's
Basically an eland bull.
yeah, it's just I think more like a buffalo bull at this point. And then the idea just popped up, and my brother-in-law's father said, "All right, well, he's game. He's got the new bow." I called up my friend. He's like, "All right, but let's make a deal for the meat and everything." And off we went. We climbed into the car, drove straight to the farm, and we knew what camp it was. It was a big camp, and we climbed the fence. And I promise, not even 2 minutes into the camp, we heard this bull charging us, like full-on charging. We had to scurry, go to the nearest tree, climb trees, just waited out because this bull was furious at us for being in his like a little house now. And that it happened a few times where we stalking the bull, and then all of a sudden he just storms, and then you had to find a tree, climb it, chill. And I mean, that's buffalo hunting in a nutshell sometimes. And we were tracking it and saw.
The difference is you don't have 4 or 5 PHs.
Yeah, we didn't take a gun with us. I mean, it's a bull, it's a cattle bull. It was breeding in the camps for a long time. So I mean, you would think it would be domesticated. So we don't have
2 of you.
There was 4 of us. Me, my brother-in-law, his father, and
So at
the
least
owner.
you just had to outrun that.
Yeah, no, so I had a knife with me, so if push comes to shove, I could have stabbed someone in there. So they can fall, so I can get away. But that is
Can't outrun a bull.
Can't
I don't need to outrun a
I
bull.
don't
I
need
need to outrun you.
And I told my brother-in-law, well, it's you or me, brother. And I know I'm not.
But was it just a mock charge, or was he actually?
No, he was actually furious. Like he actually, the tree that I was on, he pushed it a few times, or trying to get it over, trying to get me out of it. So no, it was a proper angry bull. And then we decided to do it. Now we're in that situation. We have to actually think about hunting this animal. It's not just now, okay, let's go shoot it and get it over. Now you have to actually experience. Now you have to think about how you can
about a game plan. Yeah.
outsmarting this animal. And we saw it after a while. It left us again, and it went, and we saw the path it's walking, and we decided to turn left and just go 500-600 meters and wait it out. We know, but I don't know if you guys, but in 𝗥𝗶𝗃𝗃𝗃 are fast, just walking pace.
They're a bit smaller than your.
Yeah, they're a bit smaller, but still
They're quite agile. Yeah.
still a massive like animal.
Stocky, short and stocky, yeah.
Like me almost, but no, it's like, but you can see.
Built for speed, not for comfort.
No, I'm not. I don't look like this because of walking. And we saw it, and then obviously we waited for it, and it just walked into our path, and the uncle just stood up, took his shot, and went straight back down. Like, because now, and it was a good, perfect shot. The bull ran 200 meters and just
Awesome. All four of you.
All four of us
Still.
is still
Okay.
intact.
So it was on camera.
A few. I have all the footage. Just no footage of me climbing because there's no thought about let's record me climbing a tree. So let's just go with it.
I want to put the camera down and
Yeah, no.
get into the tree for you.
Yeah, no, I just left everything and climbed, and so. But I have all the footage of walking the shot. I will obviously share it now with everyone. So now it's
awesome.
that I promise that was my biggest weirdest hunt
That
that
is
I've
a weird
ever.
So it started off with just literally we're just gonna
just
you
gonna
know,
shoot something with a.
Yeah, we have to take the the 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗹𝗲𝗀𝗀 off anyway.
Yeah,
So
so-
might as well make a hunt out of it, and it ended up being a
And
proper
I'm being one of the the weirdest experience and the most terrifying I've ever been with a
I can
cattle
imagine.
in my life. Climbing trees.
So the thing is, what people forget, they think about a cow as being domesticated, but I mean, you take that whole fear of humans out of the factor, and it starts becoming a wild animal that's just as big as a Cape buffalo or any of those animals.
Exactly. I mean, we know that the Brahman bulls,
Mm.
they've got a tendency to do that. If you don't work with them often, they become wild.
No,
And I mean, they get
And
actually wilder than a...
they've killed many people. They've killed a guy not far from here a lot of years back, but from 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 had a bunch of Brahmans. It was a pure blood Brahman cattle that he worked with, and he went into the pens every day to work with the cattle, and they knew him. I mean, a Brahman, they get as tamed as a dog.
Yes,
You go in with them, you pet them,
Mm.
and the one cow had a baby, and the day before, and he went in to have a look at the young calf, and she just hit him. One shot, dead. Old guy, but I mean, it just gives you,
And it's a female.
put it into perspective.
Imagine
the power they have.
the damage a bull can...
No, it was I promise you, I wasn't. I was scared that day because you have no other weapons with you. Only have a bow, and I mean a charging bull.
So next time you go shoot a 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, take a
Where's
backup guy.
Yeah, where's the next time? I mean, it's not going to be a next time. You haven't heard of this? Like,
I mean, in your lifetime, I don't think I've ever... I heard some farmers put the Brahman bulls up for hunt that became wild. So, I mean, obviously they're on the price list, and but I've never even experienced anyone shooting it, because you never find them.
No.
They are literally like a solitary eland bull. They disappear in the bush, and I think so it's very weird.
and it's a big thing if it's on its own, and now it's not feeding, and it's not with the cows and stuff. So he's pent up with a lot of stuff and aggression. So he was very, very angry at us. But still to this day, one of my most memorable hunts, and I think
I can imagine.
and weirdest one of mine.
Well, I shot a baboon like that, and I always thought, I mean, we shoot baboons all the time. I mean, all of us, that's a thing, and especially if you're feeding animals at the blinds and the heights and so forth, they do a lot of damage to the feeders, to the, everything. Your cameras, trail cams, everything is always a mission with baboon. And we had this, me and a friend was in a hide, and I shot a couple of baboons today, and we were like discussing, is a headshot even possible with bow and arrow?
Ethical.
It's probably not ethical, especially if you try and, I mean, the margin for error is going to be so big that you can make a mistake. And I actually ended up trying and shot a beautiful shot. So it is possible. And that was a very weird experience as well for me.
I think I don't think you said it's not ethical, but if you're able to make the shot, I know it's the same conversation can be put up with guns. Why is it ethical to take a headshot with a rifle? Okay, you've got a lot more energy, and it's more accurate there, definitely. But I mean, if you're capable of delivering a headshot,
well, it's a faster way of getting the job done.
Definitely.
It's a more instant. I mean, it's definitely up for debate and discussion, and whether we think.
But
everybody's got their own opinions.
Ethical hunting is always in someone's opinion. There's not a book about it. It's always someone's opinion, and you'll never. There's always you'll.
You ask Tim Wells, is it ethical? He'll say yes.
It is.
It's ethical.
So
Depends who you ask then.
Same. I mean, I don't have a story as interesting as you guys is, but I was a younger man, still in high school. Started out bow hunting, and I went to a blind the one day to go shoot an impala. I'm sitting there, I'm 17, 18 years old, waiting for impala to come in. And it's 11 o'clock in the morning, sitting there, because that's usually the time that the animals move towards the watering holes. 20 yards from the water, sitting there, and I'm half awake. I'm sitting there and I'm just lifting my eye up, having a look at the water, and I lift my head up and I saw there's one of these meerkats, mongooses, drinking water. I'm sitting there, I'm closing my eyes, and I'm thinking, damn, this is a weird looking meerkat.
Yeah.
I thought, just have a look again, make sure. And then I actually opened my eyes all the way, and I lifted my head, and it was a caracal coming to the water 11 o'clock in the morning. So now I take my bow off, and I draw, and I made a good shot on it. And it started tumbling just out of frame.
Yes.
I'm making a video of it as well. I've lost the video since. But I shot
That's a pity.
You know what? I might still have it on video, on cassette, at my mom's house. But I'll go have a look there one day. But anyway, now this thing starts tumbling out of frame. Now I'm all jittery because I'm sitting. I mean, I've just shot a caracal 11 o'clock during daytime. But by that time, I spoke to John and Leonie. They had the bow shop, the Bowtech dealership in South Africa, and John told me that he only knows about one or two other guys that's been that lucky ever to shoot one during the day with a bow at a watering hole.
Yeah.
I don't know of anybody else that's ever done that. Anyway, now I'm sitting there, and like I said, I don't have a gun with me. Now your head starts spinning. I mean, it's only a caracal, but I mean, is it dead?
Yes.
Am I going to have a look at it?
How long do you wait?
Yeah, how long do I wait?
Yeah,
I was sitting
still a
there.
cat. It's got claws. It's got a lot of teeth.
And
so
they take down impalas easy.
no, for sure.
Yeah, that's my weirdest.
Jeez, that is so lucky. I mean, what can you imagine? Half people will never. Most people go their whole lifetime not even get a chance or opportunity to shoot a caracal.
Are you closer now? What happened there?
Yeah, I was missing you guys.
Yeah, no, I see. We just lost the
No, I'm
cam.
just running away from the sun here. It's starting to really hit me on the
Starting
side.
to burn that side.
And you see my white legs,
Yeah, no, we're just getting a camera glitch, so we just had to huddle up again and just doing it now closer. So
Yeah, so just to get back to the story, I think, in a nutshell, I don't know of many guys in our close, proximity that actually shot caracal. And I shot a few, you shot a few. These days with the thermal and, with predator control, we get more opportunities. But, I mean, growing up and just hunting every year, you'll never bump into a caracal. I think I shot one in a maize field. One of my first ones I shot was literally just by accident.
but it's fun.
We were looking for water the one morning, 7 o'clock, and I just bumped into a caracal. But I mean, it's such a scarce thing. And to shoot it with a bow.
And they're nocturnal. They don't operate during the day.
But that's the funny thing is that all our stories are with bows. Like, I mean, it's kind of funny thing about your weirdest story now. It's all 3 hours with bows.
But it's because it's close and personal.
Yeah, it's more.
Shooting something at 300.
Thinking the same thing. We do a lot of rifle hunting, and we get accustomed and used to rifle hunting. I think every time we shoot something with a bow, it becomes, like you said, personal. It becomes something that's more memorable.
Yeah.
Most of my bow hunts have been probably the best hunts of my life because there's adrenaline.
I agree. Yeah.
And you always shake. Like
Yeah.
you can shoot how many targets, and every time you get up behind the bow,
Yeah.
it's always
It's just a weird thing if you're in and amongst those animals, you hear everything, the way they communicate and the little footsteps on the ground and stuff. You're just so much more in their space. I think that's what's getting you that.
But I mean, sorry, growing up, I think most of, like, even me, everyone told me now bow hunting is, you don't do it. It's for sissies. You don't bow hunt. You have to have a rifle and you have to shoot with a rifle. But I think everything is evolving beyond that and saying, like, there's actually a lot of skill going into bow hunting than shooting 300, 400 meters. I mean, like, getting your 20 yards to 30 yard shot is the same amount of pressure, even more, than shooting farther. And I think that's the main thing is the narrative is switching from, like, don't bow hunt to now it's actually a skill, and it's beginning to grow. And I see it's all the sports is, like, even with Africa and stuff, the bow hunts are getting massive.
Yes.
So
You were saying about the noise.
Mm.
I remember. I didn't know that. You taught me that many years ago. We were hunting at 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗹𝗲𝗀, 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗃𝗃, that farm. And I remember
Port, other side of Port.
you were sitting in the hide, and you told me about
𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗹𝗲𝗀, sorry.
and you told me about the eland bull coming in, and you heard them.
Yes.
You could hear the
You
cartilage,
could hear the clicks. Yeah.
the clicks in their legs, and that's something I don't know if you know that, but when a big eland bull walks, the cartilage that's on the joints click. So they've got a clicking
That's
sound.
a distinct click sound that you hear. You know, it's actually deafening. You know, in the peace and quiet in the bush, it is early mornings or late afternoon. You actually can hear that quite, you know, at least 100 meters away. I mean, a big bull you clearly hear
But it's
when they're
not
walking.
something you'll find when you do rifle hunting.
You don't experience. No.
No, you don't experience that because you walk up to the animals, or you don't just walk up to them, but you walk and stalk and eventually get a shot, and you miss that. And I think that's again going back to the bow hunting part, just how nice it is to get that close to an animal and learn something new.
No, that's 100% right. But yeah, that's
no, that's stories. I mean, you know, there's 3 stories.
that's why we do this.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a different story every time. And
I will be an Otto always, like I told you last time when we talked about this, that I think the story is the most important part about this industry, is to share these types of stories, because just experiencing yourself is to keep it to yourself and just not get it out there. It doesn't feel the same.
That story we've only touched that story.
yeah, exactly.
Because that second bull you shot that night ended at
that is a
3
different
o'clock
story.
in the morning. Just
Yeah.
because of mountainous terrain.
Train, I couldn't get close to it, and to load that animal was a mission.
Yeah, that was.
That's one way to mess up a Saturday, party or get together after party. I mean, we didn't get to do that at all. It was just
No, we went to bed at 3 o'clock and got up at 6 or 7 again.
Lovely, beautiful hunt, nice photos, and I think wasn't a tough day at the office. It was a tough day at the office.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why we did, and obviously why we shared with your viewers, or with the viewers. I mean, these experiences we just basically always have on our own, and I mean, just to capture a Nguni hunt on camera, and there's a very good chance we can recover some of the footage on the 𝗥𝗶𝗳𝗹𝗲𝗀 hunt and share that with the viewers. I've got my baboon, I'll put it in there.
That's all VGA cameras, but we'll see what we get.
Just dial it back and get your pencil and
That's what we ultimately try and do is try and share our experiences, and that's what we do also.
and encourage other people to try it. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't say go chasing Nguni now in the field. That's not what I'm saying. If you get weird opportunities, take it. I mean, the story afterwards is always going to be with weird kinds of fun. Take the opportunity, tell the story, and just enjoy it.
Yeah, and if you don't have a photo or anything, then the story disappears. I mean, how many photos, if you go in your arsenal of photos, you go back a few years, some of the animals and stuff that you've hunted, you basically forgot it. And you see an image, you're like, this was an awesome experience. And if you don't take that picture, it's gone, So yeah, another tough day in Africa.
Yeah, it's weird.
But yeah, it's lovely chatting with you boys.
Thank you for having us again.
Thank you.
So please, guys, if you like the content, like, share, subscribe.